Now, explain to me this process of documentation and the equipment you're using. How do you go about this?
Well, for the past 20 months, I've been taking out exclusive boat excursions on the Dead Sea. There's only one boat today. And having the access to the northern shores of the Dead Sea, these exotic salt beaches, I'm able to see from up close, like never before, the Dead Sea, both the geological phenomena as well as returning to the same locations and having the time lapse of the places and showing the dramatic changes in no time.
So you're using still photographs as well as 360-degree videos. Tell us about the equipment that you use.
That's correct. I learned from CNN, basically, who came on our boat excursion on September. And they did a whole virtual reality on the Dead Sea. I learned from the best how to basically go into the whole entertainment aspect of educating with 360-degree angle. And this is my future project of building a documentary for the next 3 years of documenting the Dead Sea like never before.
Wow.
With a purpose to inspire a whole new generation, especially on college campuses. Thank to the pro media advocacy organization Camera, who brought me to the campuses to present this and to inspire people of the lowest place on earth.
Now, I want to talk about the international awareness in just 1 second, but first tell us, what changes have you seen through your documentation?
Well, the fact we get very close to the formations themselves, we are able to see all these salt formations, if it's salt chimneys, salt diamonds, salt stalactites, and seeing all these new layers of salt of shores that are appearing due to the receding of the water level. It's just a magical experience, and this environment contrast of one hand, the water is receding, like in the lowest recorded history. On the other hand, experiencing this geological phenomenon and understanding why this place is considered one of the top 10 wonders of the world, you understand why when you go onto this boat.
And I mean, it's clear not just Israelis are interested in this issue. It's very international. There's a lot of interest internationally. How does the international awareness look to you?
Well, of course, the fact that the people around the world, they come to the Dead Sea to be healed, and the fact that this place has touched many people around the world globally, this is our challenge today, is to create a global supporting community behind this cause, looking to the future for healing, for saving the Dead Sea.
So you'd say this is sort of a PR project to save the Dead Sea?
For sure. We call it environment advocacy and education. That's our challenge today, is to educate the next generation with environment advocacy tools.
Now, what do you see ahead for this, beauty of the world? Is it going to disappear? Are we going to see it build back up? What's going to happen?
It's a good point. I'll be honest, we have to have a lot of patience over here. We're talking about the next generation. My young, two-year-old is not going to have a Dead Sea in his growth when he's going to be an adult. And it's our challenge today is to create awareness, is to build a plan for the next decade with a purpose to also focus on the roots of the problem. Not many people understand that the fact that we have to, in order to save the Dead Sea, we have to look up north. North is meaning restoring the Sea of Galilee, the Kinneret, what's so called, the Jordan River. That's basically the focus, is restoring the historical flow. And that's the focus for us looking into the future and the purpose of our advocacy.
Well, on a practical level, what's sort of the most important thing that experts have to look at to begin this process of saving it?
I'll be honest, overall, the Dead Sea is a whole Middle East politics on its own. I mean, we're talking about Jordan on the other side. They have no drinking water whatsoever. The solutions for the Dead Sea, we're talking about the biggest projects in the world of desalinating water. Being involved with the Dead Sea Project is being involved with Israel as a global leading country in the world of water technology. And the project to save the Dead Sea is going to be the biggest project in the world for desalinating water, which brings humanity one step closer to turning the oceans into fresh, sweet water for many nations and countries around the world.
Wow. Now, we don't have much time, but tell us quickly about this documentary that you're working on.
So right now, I've been the first one to document twice a month now for the past few months in virtual reality. I capture these images, these most amazing shores that we have access to because of this boat. And eventually, our purpose in the next couple of years is to keep on documenting, showing that the environment changes, and reaching up to the Sea of Galilee and to the Jordan River, making a worldwide international documentary shown in planetarium domes, and to inspire a whole new generation, hundreds of millions of people about this place.
It's a really inspiring project. Noam Bedein, thank you so much for being with us today.